Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. Before we start this video, guys, I have a question for you. Question is, do you love mathematics? Now, I know you might be thinking, why the hell is he asking about mathematics? I'll explain that in a bit. But if you do love mathematics, I want you to comment that in this video, because what we are going to discuss today in Python is something we must have read in school, high school, college, or university. And when I will show it to you, it might come back to you. So if you've forgotten it, when you will look at it, it will come to you. So please comment if you love mathematics. Also, before we go further, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do, because soon we will be starting the actual coding stuff. So until now we've been just learning basics. There's a lot of tutorials on basics that are still left, but then we'll be doing some coding. We'll be making some projects as well. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do press the bell notification as well. As I always say, comment on these videos, tell me how you're learning. If you're liking these videos, like the videos and share them with your family and friends. Spread the knowledge, learn with others. So guys, as we started talking about mathematics, I want to show you a few memes first. Funny memes. So first one is this. I'm pretty sure you can relate to it. And the second one that I want to show you is this one. And it's true. So let's talk about what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn about sets. Does that ring a bell? If it does not, remember these diagrams? They were called Venn diagrams, and they looked like that, where A was a set, B was a set. This diagram is about a union of these two sets, and this bit here, that's the intersection. If you still don't remember it, you can just pull up this link. I just searched it on Google, to be honest, and read about it. And there's an example here about different restaurants and representation of these restaurants in a Venn diagram as well. Another thing that I wanted to show you, a funny Venn diagram, which is this. It's funny. Both COVID-19 and murder are not very nice, and we should wash our hands after all these three things. Well, we shouldn't be doing murders, so please refrain. But it's a funny meme. Anyway, let's start with sets. So I'm going to pull up my Visual Studio Code. going to create a new file. I'm going to save it as sets.py. I'm going to do it on my desktop. Perfect. So now we are inside our Python file. So guys, how do we create a set in Python? And what is a set? A set is a data type like list, dictionaries. Set is just a data type like list, dictionaries, tuples. Okay. Now how do we create it? Let's say I want to create a set, so name it as say set empty. And to create it, I'll write set and parentheses. Done. So I've created an empty set. If I want to check its type, I'll write print type set empty. Now if I execute this program, you can see it says class is set. So guys, this is how we create an empty set and we check the type of it. Now let's say you have a list. We call it list 1, or let's call it age. We have a list of ages which is 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. Okay guys, this is a list of age. Can I create a set from this list? Yes, I can. Set of ages. And I'm just gonna say set age. So all I've done is I've created a list and I've entered its name here. I can also copy this whole thing and put that in these parentheses as well, or I can just save it in a variable and then just put the variable there. And if I now print it, let me just clear this. If I print it, you will see that this is inside curly braces. It was a list. And if I print type of it, so print type set of ages. Let me just clear it. You can see it's a class set. So I hope it's clear how to make a set from a list. All you need to do is write set keyword and the list name within the parentheses. Now let's say I've got this set now, which is set of ages. but I want to add something into it. So say I want to add another age, which is let's say 30. So I'm going to add 30 into it. Okay, so let's say I write set of ages dot add, and then I write 30, and then I just print set of ages again. You will see that 30 is now added. So to add something into a set, all you need to do is just type dot add and whatever you want to add inside the set. Okay guys, now let's say I will add few other ones as well. Let's say, or you know what, the set empty that we created, let's just say it's, just call it S. I'm just gonna add few more into it. So I'm just adding 10, s dot add 20, s dot add 30, s dot add 40. Remember one thing guys, we can't really do this. This will give you an error, and if you want I can show you. You can see it says s.add. s.add takes exactly one argument, so you can't really do this. If you want to add something, you have to add one by one. Okay. Now you might be thinking, what is he doing? So we already have a set of ages, and we had an empty set which was initially just set empty. I've changed the name to S, and I'm adding items to S. Why am I doing it? Because I'm creating two different sets. So we already have one set of ages, and now we have got S, which also has some elements in it. Okay, some values in it. So now what? Now I'm going to create another set. So let's call this S2. Now in S2, I'm gonna write S dot union, and I'm gonna write set of ages. So what am I doing here? I'm creating a set which is a union of S and set of ages. Remember union from these diagrams? From this diagram, union of two sets. So that's what I'm creating. And if I now print S2, you can see S2 will have all of these values, but any value, and also 30 because we added it, but any value which is repeated will be there once. which means 30 will be there only once in S2, will only print once. So it only have unique values. And I'm going to show you now. You can see there's only one 30 in this set. So 10 is added, 20 is added, 30, 40, and 11, 22, 33, 44. 11 is there, 22 is there, 33 is there, 44 is there, 55 is there. You can also print these two together. So if you're not sure, you can actually just print S2, comma, set of ages. So we'll show you both of them together. Let me clear it. You can see both sets together. That's one, and there's the second one. I'm hoping this is clear. If it is not, I want you to practice. Okay? We have done the union here. Similarly, we can do intersection because sets have intersections as well. So what do you think is the intersection value going to be? From this set plus 30, because we added it, and this set which has all of these. So let's do it now. I'm just going to print it. I'm not saving it into a variable. I'm just going to say s dot intersection. Let's say I do it with I'm checking with set of ages. I'm gonna clear it. Maybe I should just comment out some of these print statements so it's easier. Because 30 is the only common value between this plus that and all of these. And if it's still not clear, I'll show you another intersection. So this time let's do we know S2 has everything because S2 is the union. What if I print S2 intersection with set of ages? So anything which was in set of ages will be printed because we are now checking it with the bigger set, which is the union of both sets. So anything inside set of ages will be now printed. It's a mathematical concept and it's something which we would have read in high school. And if you're still not understanding it, I suggest you read this particular link and it will explain you how sets work in mathematics. And the intersection part is whatever is here. So say for example, if there was a big circle outside this, outside this particular diagram, and I want an intersection of that particular big circle with A. What is going to be the answer? A is going to be the answer. Because that's the only common thing between the bigger circle and A, right? So that's the same concept we are using in Python. Hope it's clear. It's just a bit hard to explain when it's a mathematical concept, because, and that's why I've pulled up those pages, and that way you can just understand it better. Now there's some other things that you can do. Just gonna comment this out, okay, and clear it. So I pulled up another link on W3 Schools, which is a very helpful website, and you can see things you can do for sets, and you can actually click on them as well. So like add, I already showed you, and you can do try it yourself. So those things you can actually try and practice, and I want you to practice as well, because the more you practice, the more you learn. It's very simple. So refer to this link as well. I can put these links in the description as well for you, so that way you would be able to learn it better. I will actually do that. Now there's a couple more things that I wanted to show you. So let's say I wanted to find the length of ST. So I don't want to print it, I just want the length. I want to see how many values are in it. So all I need to do is just to print len ST. Will show me 9 values. Similarly, I can do I can actually print min value ST, which is 10, and max value which should be 55. So I hope this is clear. Now one more thing that I wanted to show you here is let's create a new set. So let's create a set called just gonna call it set 3. I don't think there's a set 3 up here. It's not even a set. Let's just say set 1, and I'm gonna put some values in it, and let's say I put 100, 1000, 10,000. If I print set1, these are my values. Now, why have I created set1? The reason for that is I want to show you this one is disjoint. This particular method or function returns true or false. So if there's an intersection between two sets, it's gonna give you true. If there's no intersection between two sets, it's gonna give you false. No, sorry, because it's disjoint. So if there's no intersection, like these are two different sets, it's gonna give you true. If there is an intersection, it's gonna give you false. Let's just check it out. So how do I write it? I just say print s2 is disjoint set1. We got a true value. Why? Because s2 has nothing which is same as these values. It is completely disjoint from set1. Set1 values are completely different than set2, s2. Now you might be thinking, when will we get, in what case will we be getting a true value? So I'll show you. Let's print s2 dot is disjoint with, what was the first we created? Set of edges. Let's do that. Set of edges. So we know set of edges is a part of s2, right? So they cannot be disjoint. So you will see a false value for it. So guys, I hope this concept of sets is clear. It's a mathematical concept, but it's also a data type in Python, and it works the same way. And I want you to practice these methods. And one more thing that I wanted to show you is this is very important. Every set element is unique. Like I showed you, it cannot be repeated, and it is immutable. So element itself is immutable, which means it cannot be changed. However, a set itself is mutable. So we have added values to the set, which means we were able to change the set. So set is something which is mutable, but the values were not. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And last but not the least, why you know like math? Math created phones, One is life, so math is life. Okay, guys, I'll meet you future lectures and we'll learn Python together. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks for watching these videos.